This is going to be an epic PSA returns video. If you like Charizards, Pikachu, Alt Arts, PSA 10s, watch this one. It's going to be awesome. And I'll unbox this now. I'm going to get straight into it. Alright, let's get straight into it. So straight off the bat, we have a 30 card submission. I sent this on Friday the 19th of January and it got back yesterday, Saturday 3rd of March. So it was a 43-day turnaround. And first up, we have the beautiful Galarian Zapdos from Chilling Reign. So I picked this one up for somewhere around $55, I think, at the time last year, and they sell about 150. The population is 1,471, and this is going to be going into the Alt Art collection. Beautiful card right there. Next up, we have Zeraora V coming in at a population of 1,526 in a PSA 10, another beautiful Chilling Reign card. You're going to see that this is stacked with Chilling Reign cards, these first couple of cards. 2 PSA 10s. Next up, we have Shadow Rider Calyrex coming in at a PSA 10 again. These are a population of about 1,280, and they kind of go for around $150. I think I picked this one up on eBay recently for about 66. So another beautiful 10, another Chilling Reign card to add to my PSA 10 Alt Art set. Next up, Ice Rider Calyrex V. This is again another PSA 10. I got this for $37 on eBay, and they tend to go for about $100. So I'm probably in the card for maybe $30 to grade. So you're looking at about 70. So I've probably saved myself $30 not buying one in a PSA 10. And these have a population of 470. It's pretty crazy. Like, you compare this to the Shadow Rider Calyrex, and that one is a pop of like 1,200. So pretty crazy. I think that's all the Alt Arts I sent from Chilling Reign. I do have the Arceus here, and again, we hit a PSA 10 with the Arceus. So these sell for about 130. I picked this up last year for about $50, the raw card, and the population of these is 2,900. That's almost 3,000. That's crazy. So out of all the Alt Arts that I've graded today, this is by far the highest. So that's like an Alt Art flush, I think they would call that in a game of poker. So I'm just going to stack these so they don't get in the way, but I did want to show all those together. That is epic. As always, guys, you can find my eBay, you can find my Instagram, you can find my discount codes in the bio of my channel. You can also find that in the description below. So I do have a discount for Palms Off Gaming and Cardboard Guardian. So Entei V, this is one of the only cards that I got in a PSA 9, and you're going to see how this stack of PSA 10s goes against the 9s. It's pretty crazy. I'm really happy with this return. Some great cards in here. Unfortunately, yeah, can't get 10s on everything, but the Entei coming into PSA 9. So these, I would say I'm going to lose money on selling this. I picked it up for about $25, $30 to grade. I will probably try to sell this for like $40 or $30 somewhere, just to kind of move it on. So that's my first PSA 9. Suicune V from Crown Zenith. I don't think did I grade one of these in PSA 10 before? I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at one of my videos. So this one's PSA 9. I definitely know I've graded a PSA 9 before this card. Not sure. Again, this will probably be like a $30, $40 sale just to find a buyer for it. Then we have the Raikou or Raikou. Let me know in the comments, how do you pronounce Raikou? Raikou. That's another one of those names like Suicune or Suicune. In the comments, let me know, do you say Suicune or Suicune? Need to know. Raikou V, PSA 10. So these go for somewhere around 100, maybe like 90 to 100, 110. And the population on this card is now 2,700. So I picked this up for $25 around Christmas last year. That was from Mint Collectibles on the north side of Brisbane. Brisbane. If you haven't checked those guys out, go check out their store if you're ever in town. Next up, Cynthia's Ambition. I actually didn't know how much these cards go for. This card goes for somewhere like, if you're buying best, buy it now price, it's like a $140 card. But if you can pick them up at auction, the auctions seem to go around for like 80 or 90. So my recommendation, if you can, always pick stuff up at auctions, because auctions will always usually go cheaper than the buy it now prices. And this has a population of 1,100. Massive. Oh, wrong pile. He's got to go on the PSA 10 pile. One card that I have not graded in a while is the Dragonite V from Pokemon Go. Now this card still has in context of modern Pokemon, this card still has a really low population. This comes in at 526 PSA 10s. That is still super low. I haven't graded one of these in a long time, but last time I did, I think I sold them, like I've got one in my collection, but I think I sold the one I graded for maybe like $80. I'll be interested to see what these go for now. I didn't really check at the time, but I picked it up for about $15 raw, so hopefully I can make a little money on it. Next up, Gardenia's Vigor. I really like this card. It reminds me of the Cheryl from Battle Styles Full Art in a way. It's got the nice green background, the Cheryl card, and so does the Gardenia's Vigor. Tossing up whether or not I keep this card for a while. Just enjoy it. It's yeah, it's a nice artwork, and I do like trainer cards here and there. Okay, we're going to be jumping into some Charizards now. If you've been watching on the right hand side of the screen, you can see what is the next card going to be. It is the Brilliant Stars Charizard V Full Art. It's a pretty cool card. Nice artwork, and again we get that one in a PSA 10. So these go for somewhere in the range of around 150, I'd say. I haven't graded one of these in a while, but the population of these is like 2,500. It's huge, absolutely huge. Next up, Charizard EX in the gold from Obsidian Flames. I think it's number 228 in the set. Yeah, that's right, 228. These sell, like funny story, I might have already talked about this before on eBay, on YouTube before, but I actually sold one of these back in December when I got it back from PSA for like $400 on eBay. It was crazy, crazy sale. The sales aren't anywhere near the same now, but I'd expect this to sell hopefully like 200 plus, maybe 200, 250. I'll probably put it around, yeah, halfway in there and see what happens. But again, pretty cool PSA 10. I think the population of these is around 2,000, so I definitely think it'll catch up to the Charizard V as long as the print quality continues to be better than what it has been. And then next up, we have Pikachu 160, the Secret Rare from Crown Zenith. There's a population of 9,300 of these guys, and they probably sell for somewhere in the 70 to 90 range. I actually have already pre-sold this card, so I'm going to, after this video, packing this up and sending it off to someone. The Radiant Charizard from Crown Zenith, not to be confused with the Pokemon Go one, which will be next. So these guys probably sell around $60. They have a massive population of 6,800, and I'll probably pick this up for $20. So the margin on this card might only be $10, but I do like grading Charizards. The Pokemon Go Radiant Charizard. This is definitely my favorite of the two. Let me know in the comments which is your favorite. Do you like the Radiant Charizard from Crown Zenith, or do you like the one from Pokemon Go? My honest opinion is that the Radiant Charizard from Pokemon Go is a better one, but I'll let you guys decide. Let me know. Next up, Celebrations. I have two birthday Pikachus, both in a PSA 10. These ones come in at around 7,100 for the pop. And usually I would probably sell them somewhere in like the 50 to 70 range, depending on the day of the week. And I'll probably purchase them for like $5 or $10. So yeah, always cool to grade Celebrations. It's a really gradable set. What else have we got? Venusaur, PSA 10. So the population of these is massive, over 10,000. Typically these will sell from like $70 to $100. There hasn't been too much price appreciation on a PSA 10, I think, just due to the population. If the population was only like 1,000, these things I reckon would be going through the roof. But yeah, being over 10,000, there's always plenty on the market. Beautiful card. Then we have Type A's Pikachu. So I've graded a few of these before, but I only sent two in this submission. Yeah, this is the Taiwan Pokemon Center opening card. Yeah, beautiful card. There's a couple of more Pokemon Center Pikachus in here, which are pretty cool, and they predate the 2023 Type A's Pikachu. Blastoise from Celebrations and next in a PSA 10 again, like the Venusaur, population's over 11,000. I think it's pretty close to 12,000 now, and these will sell in a range of $70 to $100. Another beautiful card for my collection to sell. Not going to collect that, I've already got it. Next up we have Reshiram and Zekrom. These guys, what's the population in these? I'd say they're, from memory, around, I did check, 1,400 to 1,700. You can see the difference between these two less popular Celebrations cards to the Blastoise, which has got almost 12,000. These will sell somewhere in the 60 to 70 range. And now we're into all the Pikachu cards. So we have Detectives Pikachu. This is a pretty sick card. I grabbed, if you haven't already seen the video, I did a whole, this is what I got from Japan video. I spent 90,000 yen, which is about 1,000 Australian dollars, buying Japanese Pokemon cards to grade. If you haven't watched that video, I will drop it in the description below. It's a cool card with the Growlithe on there as well. Then we have the Unagaba Pikachu. So most recently you would have seen that Pokemon has done the release of the evolutions. My expectation, and this is like one of my, I don't know, this is going to happen in 24 sort of things, is that in 2024, we are going to see the Charizard finally released in the Unagaba version. We've seen it drawn before. It is out there and it exists. I think we're going to get a Unagaba Charizard and potentially even Blastoise and Venusaur, but I definitely think we're going to get the Charizard this year and people are going to go crazy. Here's another Taipei Pikachu from the Pokemon Center release in the 10. And we have some of the really cool stuff at the end here. So we have the Kanazawa's Pikachu from 2020 release. And you can see it's got the Milotic stamp there, which is pretty cool with the Pikachu. And that one is also in a PSA 10. These have a population of like over 13,000, and these will typically sell somewhere in the $160 to $200 range. So I will be selling this as I plan to get another one. So. And this is my third PSA 9. As you've noticed, we've been stacking up this PSA 10 pile, and the PSA 9 pile still the Entei and the Suicune or the Suicune. Anyway, the 20th anniversary campaign Pokemon Center for Pikachu. I got this back in a PSA 9. Unfortunately, yeah, I didn't get the 10, but that does happen. Then we have the Tea Party Pikachu from 2019. The Kyoto Pokemon Center. This is such an awesome card. You've got Politoed, Marill, you've got Blossom, Slowking, and you've got Suicune again, or Suicune, if you're calling it Suicune, in the background there. That is like such an epic Pokemon Center card. I really, really like it. I'm just gonna I don't know, be like saying how much I like it because it's such a beautiful artwork. It is insanely cool to get that in a 10. Those have a population of somewhere in the 2,700 range, and they typically would sell for about 250, so still pretty expensive after being out a couple of years. And the last card of the submission is the Pokemon Center Osaka opening what's this one? Pretend Pikachu. So this is from 2019. I think they call it Pretend Comedian Pikachu, and this card comes in at 2,900 population, and these typically sell somewhere around the $215 range. This is another epic Pikachu card that I got back. Besides this one, these are probably the two coolest ones of the sub. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of my return. This is epic to get this many PSA 10s and only a couple of PSA 9s one day. I hope to get a perfect return. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.